We are taking R.D. Sharma Solutions, Class 11, Chapter 23. The Straight Lines exercise is 23.1. The first question is, these are 4 parts. Find the slopes of the line which make the following angles with the positive direction of x-axis. So what does it mean when we have a coordinate axis? So whenever we have a line, this is the positive direction from the x-axis, positive x-axis. This is given in the question. So we have to find out the slope or gradient. So it's simply tan of this angle, tangent, trigonometric tangent of this angle. So we have to take tan of this. So tan minus pi by 4, you know that tan minus theta is minus tan theta. So take minus out, tan pi by 4 is 1. So minus 1. Then we have tan 2 pi by 3, you can write it as pi minus pi by 3. So tan 180 minus theta is minus theta. So it will be minus tan 60, that is going to be minus root 3. Tan 3 pi by 4 means you can write it as tan pi minus pi by 4. Tan 180 minus theta is minus tan theta. So minus tan pi by 4. So you are going to get minus 1. Tan pi by 4, tan 45 degree is 1. So this is what you are going to get. Tan pi by 4, tan 45 degree is 1. You can always write 3 pi by 4 as pi minus pi by 4. Now last one is tan pi by 3. Tan pi by 3 is, it's equal to root 3. So let me tell you this one again, because this type of question may come. This is tan 3 pi by 4, or you have tan 2 pi by 3 like this. So first you have to turn it in the way we know it. Tan pi minus pi by 4, this is pi minus pi by 4 is always 3 pi by 4. Tan pi minus theta is minus tan theta, so it will be minus tan pi by 4. So minus tan pi by 4 is 1, so it will be minus 1. Now we have 3 parts here. Find the slope of the line passing through the following points. So we have 2 points, x1, y1, and this is x2, y2. So the slope and gradient is y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So you can always write it as y1 minus y2 by x1 minus x2. It doesn't matter. The trivial or traditional way is to write y2 minus y1. So how do you write it? It will be 4 minus of minus 2 divided by 1 minus of minus 3. That is going to be half. Now third one, let us see first. 2 minus of minus 5, that is 2 minus, that is 7. 1 minus 3 is minus 2. So you get minus 7 by 2. Minus 7 by 2. Now this we are going to do. So x1 is this one, at1 square, y1 is 2at1, x2 is at2 square, and y2 is 2a2. So this is 2a2, y2 minus y1, 2a2 minus 2at1, y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. That is at2 square minus at1 square. So here you can take whatever is common. In the numerator you can take 2a common, you get 2t2 minus t1 inside. In the denominator you can take a common, so you get t2 square minus t1 square. This is the formula of x square minus y square. It will be x minus y, x plus y. So you can write it as t2 minus t1 into t2 plus t1. So you can always write it this as t2 minus t1 and t2 plus t1 using the formula. You can cancel these two, and a also you will get 2 by t2 plus t1. This is the final result. Now we have to state whether the 2 lines in each of the following are parallel, perpendicular, or neither. Parallel, perpendicular, or neither. So what you have to do is, you have to find the slope of 2 lines. That is m1, slope of first line, m2, slope of the other line. Now if m1 equals m2, that means these 2 lines are parallel. If m1 into m2, that is if you multiply them, the slopes, and you get minus 1, that means these 2 lines are perpendicular. So if you don't get these conditions, you will just say nothing, neither. So first is the points are 5, 6 and 2, 3. So 3 minus 6 and 2 minus 5 is going to be 1. Then we have minus 5 minus of minus 2 minus 5 plus 2 divided by 6 minus 9, that is minus 3. So here also you are going to get minus 6 minus 9, so it will be 1. So you're going to get 1 again. You can see that the slope m1 and m2 in both the cases are same. That points out that the 2 lines are indeed parallel. The next one also you have to do the same thing. Y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. For the first one, m1, which is going to be 2 by 5. Again, you have minus 3 minus 1 minus 5 and 8 minus 3 divided by 8 minus 3. So the minus 3 of minus 5, that is minus 3 plus 5 divided by 8 minus 3, that is 5. So 5 minus 3, that is 2. 2 by 5 you are going to get. And this is going to be m1, m2 equal. So they are also parallel. Now you have 6, 3 and 1, 1. So 1 minus 3 and 6 minus 1. You can always write it as 6 minus this 3 minus 1 by 6 minus 1, right? Now minus 5 minus of minus 5 and 2 minus of minus 2. So you see 2 by 5 and minus 5 by 2. If you multiply m1 and m2, you are going to get 2 by 5 into minus 5 by 2. Indeed, this gets cancelled and you will get only minus 1. And this shows m1 and m2 is minus 1. That means the lines are perpendicular to each other. Then we have 3, 15 and 16, 6. So let us take the m slope of this. You get minus 9 by 13. Now you have minus 5, 3 and 8, 2. Take the m2. You're going to get minus 1 by 13. Neither they are equal nor they multiplied gives you minus 1. So that means these two lines are neither parallel nor perpendicular to each other. Find the slope of a line. Find the slope of a line, that is slope gradient m you have to find out. So there are two parts here which bisects the first quadrant angle, and second part is which makes an angle of 30 degree with the positive direction of y-axis measured anti-clockwise. So let us take the first part. Let us make the coordinate axis first, and which bisects the first quadrant. We know 4 quadrants, 90 degree, 360 is the total one, 90 is the first quadrant. So if you divide it, it will be 45 degree, 45 degree. So you take the positive anti-clockwise with positive direction of x-axis, 45 degree, tan theta, tan 45 degree you have to find out, and tan 45 degree is eventually 1. So m is 1 here, right? Now second thing is given the line makes an angle of 30 degree with the positive direction of y-axis. Now here this is, let me make the coordinate for this is a clock. This is the clockwise direction, this is the anti-clockwise direction. So it is being given from y-axis, it is in the counterclockwise or anti-clockwise direction. Remember, this is a NCERT question, NCERT CBSE question. So we have positive direction of y-axis, it is making 30 degree. So what is the positive direction? So 30 degree from this is positive direction y-axis, this is positive x, and we have to have a line which is making 30 degree from the positive y-axis. Which is the positive y-axis? The above one, right? So you have to make the anti-clockwise. I just showed you the direction. Take the anti-clockwise, right? This is the anti-clockwise direction and this is 30 degree. This is the line which we are talking about. This is 30 degree from the positive y-axis, right? Now this is 30 degree and you have to find out m, but we always take it from the positive x direction. So what is the angle from here? 30 plus 90. So 30 and 90 is 120 degree. So 10, 120 you are going to get, and this is going to be minus root 3. This we have already done in the previous discussion. 10, 180 minus 60, you can always write 10, 120 as 180 minus 60 is 120. It will be minus 10, 60. Minus tan 60. Yeah. So minus goes outside. Tan 180 minus theta, tan pi minus theta is minus tan theta, tan 60 is minus root 3. So this is going to be your answer. Using the method of slope, show that the following points are collinear. Collinear means what? They are on the same line. Collinear, co and linear. Linear means same, linear means line, co means on the same line, collinear. So the slope of the three lines which these 3 points form, the slope has to be equal. If the slope we can find out to be equal, we can say that these 3 points are collinear. So we'll take 4, 8, 5, 12, 9, 21 and then we'll try to find out whether you are going to get this slope as equal. So we'll take this 4a and b, 4, 8 and 5, 12. 12 minus 8 by 5 minus 4. You're going to get 4. Then you are going to take 28 minus 12 divided by 9 minus 5, and that is going to be 16 by 4. Now coming to the a and c. So 8 minus 28 you can do, or you can do 28 minus 8, doesn't matter. So 8 minus 28 by 4 minus 9, again you are going to get 4. So three line segments have the same slope, they are parallel, but there is a common point. You know, the slopes are equal, that means they may be parallel also, but there is a common point between them. You know, they can be parallel also. You can have a logic like that. But because there is a common point for these three line segment, right? B point is common for all these three line segments. That's why these three are collinear. Same thing you have to do here. 16, 18, 3 minus 6, and first find the slope of AB, then find out the slope of BC, then find out the slope of AC. All will be minus 12 by 13, minus 12 by 13, y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 you have to find out. And you see the vertex B is common and the slopes are also equal. That is a proof that 3 points are indeed on the same line. What is the value of y so that the line 3y and 2, 7 is parallel to the line which is passing through minus 1, 4 and 0, 6. So first line is this one, and you have the second line also, and these two are parallel. Parallel means the slopes have to be equal. We have to find out the slope of the first line, slope of the second line, and you need to equate them. So 6 minus 4 by 0 minus of minus 1, you are going to get, that is 6 minus 4 by 0 minus of minus 1, you are going to get 2 by 1, so 2 you are going to get the slope of the first line. 7 minus y by 2 minus 3, this is the slope of the second line. 7 minus y by 2 minus 3, you are going to get 7 minus y by 2 minus 3, that is minus 1. So you can just change it because minus is in the denominator. You can write it as minus y minus 7. Now m1 equals m2, that means you have to equate them. 2 equals y minus 7, y you are going to get as 9. What can be said regarding a line if its slope is 0, slope is positive and slope is negative? So what can be said about this? We have already done this when we were discussing the concepts, that is the theory. So slope is always from the positive direction of x-axis. Slope is always from the positive direction of x-axis. Now if we have a slope as 0, that means this line is either x-axis itself or this line is parallel to x-axis because there is no angle between them. So we'll say that the theta is 0. It is either x-axis or it is parallel to x-axis. So theta is 0. Theta is 0. When we talk about theta positive, so tan theta is positive only between 0 and pi by 2, 0 and 90 degree. So when you are saying that the tan theta slope is positive, that means tan of any angle which is coming in between has to be positive, which is only possible when it is between 0 and pi by 2. So theta is going to be between theta and pi by 2. Then only it will be positive. Now coming to this point, whenever you go beyond a pi by 2, beyond a 90 degree, we have seen just a question of 120 degree that happens to be minus root 3. Now when you take this angle, you are going above pi by 2. So theta is greater than pi by 2. Theta is greater than pi by 2. Now theta is greater than 90 degree and this is the obtuse angle. So this is the obtuse angle and theta is greater than 90 degree. Show that the line joining 2, minus 3 and minus 5, 1 is parallel to the line joining 7, minus 1 and 0, 3. So you have slope. If the slopes are equal, they are parallel. We have done the question like this. 1 minus of minus 3 divided by minus 1 minus 2 is 4 by minus 7. 3 minus 1 by 0 minus 7 is 4 by minus 7. So this is m1 slope, this is m2 slope. They are equal. When they are equal, these two lines are parallel. Now show that the line joining 2, minus 5 and minus 2, 5 is perpendicular to line joining 6, 3 and 1, 1. So we are going to take the slope of the first one, second one, and try to multiply them. If it comes -1, these two lines are perpendicular. So 5 minus of -5 divided by -2 minus 5, it is going to be -5 by 2. This is the slope of the first line, -5 by 2. Then we have slope of the line which is joining these 2 points, 1 minus 3 divided by 1 minus 6, which is going to be, and you can always, bada chota agar aapko dikhe, if you see higher and lower, you can always do 3 minus 1 divided by 6 minus 1. So 6 minus 1 by 6, 3 minus 1 by 6 minus 1 is 2 by 5. So you see m1 and m2. Now try multiplying them. If you multiply them, you are going to get -1. That means these two lines are perpendicular to each other. m1, m2 equals -1. That suggests that these two lines are perpendicular to one another. Without using Pythagoras theorem, show that the point 0, 4, 1, 2 and 3, 3 are the vertices of a right angled triangle. So these are the 3 points, 3 vertices actually. So these are vertices of a triangle, but we have to tell them that this is a right angled triangle. So let me make a triangle. I'm not knowing whether it is a right angled triangle or not. I'm not aware. So try to find out the slope of two lines and multiply them. If it gets -1, that means these two lines are intersecting perpendicularly. So this triangle would be like this, 90 degree. So we'll do exactly like this. Say that this point, let us say we are taking AB. So 4 minus 2 by 1 minus 0. Now these two things. So as I was saying, let us mark this point first. It will be better to understand. 0, 4 and 1, 2. And then the third point is 3, 3. So the slope is -2 for the first line. Second line is 3, 3 and 1, 2. The slope is going to be 3 minus 2 by 3 minus 1, which is going to be half, 1 by 2. Now multiply half and -2 and you are going to get -1 only. That means the angle between AB and BC is 90 degree. So M1 M2 is -1. That clearly suggests that the angle between them is 90 degree. So the vertices are making a triangle, which is indeed a right angled triangle. Now here, prove that the points, there are 4 points, -4, -1, -2, -4, 4, 0 and 2, 2, 3 are the vertices of a rectangle. So this rectangle is a quadrilateral having all the angles at 90 degree and opposite sides are equal. You can always use the distance formula because we know the coordinates of the vertex, but we are not going to do that way. So because we are learning straight lines. So let us first mark the vertex -4, -1, -2 and -4, 4. Then we have 4, 0. Then you have 2, 3. Now let us take the slope of first line, this line which we are in, and mark these points also, A, B, C, D. So this first line which I am pointing out, what is the slope? -1 by -4 by -4 -2. So -3 by 2 is the slope. So this is A, this is B, this is going to be C, and this is other one is going to be D. So now what is the slope of BC? 0 -4 divided by 4 -2, that is going to be 2 by 3 again, 2 by 3. Now this one, CD. So this is 3 minus 0 by 2 minus 4 you can do, or you can do 0 minus 3 by 4 minus 2. So you are going to get this as 3 by 2. Now here you can use this as 3 minus of -1 divided by 2 minus of -4. So this is 3 minus of -1 divided by 2 minus of -4. So it is going to be 4 by 6. 2 plus 4, 6. And this is again going to be 2 by 3. So you have 2 by 3 here. Now the good thing is opposite sides are parallel. So the slopes are showing you the slopes are equal. This is the m of the opposite sides are equal. 2 by 3, 2 by 3, minus 3 by 2, minus 3 by 2. So these lines are parallel. This is the first condition we have seen. The first condition. Now second condition is 90 degree. that is perpendicular. So these two line I'm taking 2 by 3. I'm taking one of these 2 by 3 into minus 3 by 2. You're going to get 2 cancels, 3 gets cancelled. You're going to get minus 1. So minus 3 by 2, minus 3 by 2 you multiply, you get minus 1. 2 by 3 minus 3 by 2 you multiply, you get minus 1. And you multiply minus 3 by 2 and 2 by 3, you're going to get minus 1. So all these, you can say the adjacent lines are 90 degree perpendicular to each other and they are parallel to each other. That means they are the sides of a quadrilateral called as a rectangle. This is a rectangle. Opposite sides parallel and all the adjacent sides are perpendicular to each other. Okay. This is how you are going to do this. If 3 points A, and first thing is this is a NCERT question. This is a NCERT question, important question. So if 3 points A, H0, P, A comma B and B 0 comma K lie on a line, show that A by H plus B by K equals 1. So these are 3 points. Let us say the first point is H0, second point is A comma B and third point is 0 comma K. So we have, when they are collinear, that means the slope of all the 3 line segments are going to be equal. All these slopes, there will be 3 line A, P, B. So there will be AP, PB and AB. So slope of AP equals slope of PB equals slope of AB, right? So what is the slope of AP? B minus 0 divided by A minus H. This is there. Now what is the slope of BP? K minus B divided by 0 minus A. You're going to get this. And the third one, which is AB, that is K minus 0 divided by 0 minus H. Now these are equal. We will take the second and third one. K minus B by minus A equals K, the 0 minus A equals K minus 0 by 0 minus H. So K minus P by minus A equals K by minus H. Now just multiply both sides, just get rid of this second negative sign. Now K into H minus B into H equals K into A. So now you can divide both sides by KH. So divide KH. So you divide by KH and this is going to be 1, right? This is going to be 1 minus HH cancel, you get B by K. Here you get KK cancels, A by H. You get A by H. Now you can take B by K on the other side. So what do you get? A by H plus B by K equals 1. And this is what to be proved. Now the question is, the slope of a line is double of the slope of another line. If one slope, there is one line, the slope is M1, then the slope, that is if you assume it to be x, then the M2, the slope of another line, will be 2x. And then the tangent of the angle between them is 1 by 3. And we know that the relationship between tan and tangent is what? So the angle between them, the tan of 1, tan of 2, what is the angle between them? It is, so tan theta is equal to 1 by 3. So what is the tan theta when we have M1 and M2? And let me tell you in the beginning that there will be 2 cases. There will be 2 cases. So when we have tan theta and we have 2 slopes, so the angle between them will be M1 minus M2 by 1 plus M1 M2. So this is the relationship, and plus minus both signs we have to stake. So the angle is 1 by 3. So in the place, since it is given 1 by 3, so this is in mod. Modulus will be there. M1 is given as x, so we assumed it to be x. So M2 will be automatically 2x. So we are going to put 1 by 3 equals, one time we have taken plus, one time we have taken negative. So there will be 2 cases. So in the case 1 we have taken plus, and in the second case we have taken the negative. So let us start it. So this is x minus 2x, it will be minus x by 1 plus 2x square. So x, M1 and M2 is 2x, and we have done this a lot, so I hope minus x by 1 plus 2x square, you will be able to form a quadratic equation. You'll be able to solve a quadratic equation. It will be minus 1 and minus half. So this you are going to do, because quadratic equation we have done a lot. Now coming to the negative one, since x minus 2x is minus x, this is minus x, and still we are taking the negative one, so minus of minus x will be plus x. So it will be 1 by 3 equals x by 1 plus 2x square. Now make a quadratic equation, and the solution will be 1.5. So the slope of one line, that is 1.5, that is x. Okay, x is 1.5, that is m1. What will be m2? 2 into that is the value of m1. So as I said, you have to take first of all both the values, 1.5 and minus 1 and minus half. Both values you have to take. First of all, both are the solution, and then since only x we have found out using this relationship or this quadratic equation, now we have to find out m2 also. Okay, in your book it's clearly only given, the answer is only 13 is 1.5, but you have to take minus 1 and minus half also. Okay, so you just have to be very sure that you just don't stop at plus 1. You have to take the negative also. Why I am re-emphasizing? Because this type of questions will come again and again. So m1 is there. Once you found out m1, you have to find out m2 also. So put x as 1.5 and try to find out m2 using 2 into x. Okay, so this is how we are going to solve it. And this is a NCERT question, so it will be an important question, right? Now there is a graph. Consider the following population and year graph. So the graph is something like this. On the y-axis we have population in crores. So since the question is asking population, the answer will come in crores. So there are some points being given, 87 and 92, and there are others also, 97, 102. And on the x-axis we have years. It starts from 1985, you can go up to 1990, then the differences are 5. So now there are 3 points given. A point is 1985 and 92. X is 1985 and y location is 92. The point B is one x location is 1995 and y location is 97. And third is C. The x location is 2010 and y is not known, it is P. So eventually we have to find out P. Now the question which is being asked here is, find the slope of the line AB, and using it find what will be the population in the year 2010. So this is again an NCERT question. So basically you have to find out P. So when we in the x3 y3, if it is assumed to be x3 y3, you have to find y3. So slope of AB equals slope of BC equals to slope of AC. All these 3 lines, 3 segments, they will be having the same slope. So let us find out AB. 97 minus 92 by 1995 by minus 1985, it will be half. Now since they are same, the lines are same, the slope will be same. So what will be the slope of, you can take BC also, let us take AC only, right? Means we are equating AB slope with AC slope. So 20 P minus 92 by 2010 minus 1985, and this is we are going to equate it to half. Why? Because of the slope of AB, slope of BC, slope of AC are same. The gradient are same. They are collinear points and they are on the same line. So P will be 104.50 crores. Please remember, y-axis is given in crores. So you have to find out and write the answer in crores. Okay. P is population and that will be 105.50 crores. Without using the distance formula, show that the point minus 2, minus 1, 4, 0, 3, 3 and minus 3, 2 are the vertices of a parallelogram. So we have to, we don't we are not supposed to use the distance formula. The easiest way is to find the distance formula and just prove it. The opposite sides are equal. But we have to, this is a quadrilateral and we are supposed to find out the parallelogram if we can show that the opposite sides are parallel. AB is parallel to CD and AD is parallel to BC. So A is minus 2 minus 1, B is 4 0, C is 3 3 and D is minus 3 2. So let us find out the slope. You know how to find out the slope. Y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. You can always find out y1 minus y2 by x1 minus x2 also. That is also true. So the slope of this AB will be 1 by 6. The slope of BC would be minus 3. So let me write it. The solution is in front of you. This is minus 3. The slope of CD is going to be 1 by 6 and the slope of AD is minus 3. Now the slope of the opposite sides are equal. And parallelogram means opposite sides have to be parallel. Okay? Opposite sides needs to be parallel. Now this question is a NCERT question and most of the questions which are coming after this are NCERT questions. So you have to be very cautious and look a little closely. Find the angle between the x-axis and the line joining the point 3 minus 1 and 4 minus 2. So first of all, and this question again will be coming, okay, same question will be coming. So first of all, 3 minus 1 and 4 minus 2 is given, so let us find out the slope. The slope is what? Y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Your x1 y1 has 3 minus 1, x2 y2 has 4 minus 2. So slope is minus 1. Now what is the slope of x-axis? It is 0. Because slope has to be found out only from the positive axis. Since it is khud by itself x-axis, the slope will be 0. There will be no angle between the x-axis and x-axis. So now we have to find out the angle between the x-axis and the line segment. Now we have the slope of m1 we just found out, which is minus 1, and we have the another slope which is m2, which is 0. So we have to find out this angle from x-axis and this line. So since we have m1 and m2, we have the formula. So m1 is minus 1 as I just said, and m2 is of course axis it is 0. So now tan theta is equal to m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2. Now this formula we are going to use, and you have to use the actual result which is going to come, right? So whatever the result is coming, when you minus m1 as minus 1 and m2 as 0, you'll get minus 1 by 1, which is going to be minus 1. Now tan theta is minus 1. What does it mean? Tan theta is minus 1. That means theta has to be 135 degree. So theta is 135 degree. So tan theta equals minus 1. What does it mean? Minus 1, how does it come? See, tan theta, you are talking about negative. So tan theta has to be between greater than pi by 2. Greater than 90 degrees. So tan theta will only be negative when it is greater than 90 degree. So tan 135 can be written as tan 180 minus 45 degrees. That is 10 pi minus pi by 4. 45 degrees pi by 4. So you can always write it as 10 pi minus pi by 4. And this 10 pi minus pi by 4 will give you minus 10 pi by 4. 10 pi by 4 is 1. So minus 1. Okay. So minus 1 would have come when it would have been 10 45 degrees. So this is the chain. So theta is eventually 135 degree. This is also an NCERT question. So we have line through points minus 2, 6, 4, 8 is perpendicular to the line through the points 8, 12 and x 24. Find the value of x. So whenever we have perpendicular, take m1, m2, multiply them and it has to be equal to minus 1. So m1 will be the slope, m2 will be the slope of the second line, right? You know how to do it. y2 minus x2 minus x1 and you just multiply them equals to 1, you get x. Now you have 18. This is also an NCERT question. Find the value of x for which the points x minus 1, 2, 1, 4, 5 are collinear. So x comma minus 1, 2, comma 1 and collinear means what? So the thing is the slope of AB equals slope of BC. Now this type of question we have already done. We have seen a solution of this. Now this solution also can be done. You can do like this. Now let us do it another way. Let us try to use some other explanation and formula. So this is the area of a triangle. x1, x2, x3. If you know the determinant, it's okay. If you don't, it doesn't matter. I have a formula. So this has to be equal to 0. Determinant of this particular quantities equals 0. So area of triangle this is representing the area of the triangle. Now when you put it as 0, when you take the triangle area and put it as 0, that means these lines are not making a triangle, they are actually collinear. So if these three lines are not making any structure like triangle, then only the area will be 0. So we have to prove it collinear. Yes, just use the area of the triangle and put it as 0. So determinant, we are going to put it as 0. If you don't understand, this is the formula, just remember it. This and slope, you can equate slope also. This is up to you. How would you like to solve it? So we have x1, x2, y1, y2, y3. Put equal this equal to 0. X will be equal to 1. So the solution, I am not doing it. I am just trying to tell you the logic. Okay. The solution is quite in front of you. I am telling you the logic that area can be 0 or the slopes can be equal. Find the angle between x-axis and the line joining the points 3, -1 and 4, -2. So same thing we have already done. So slope of these two locations are -1, and x-axis will not make any angle, so angle will be 0. So m1 will be -1, m2 will be 0, right? Now tan theta is m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2. We already know this formula. Put this m1 as -1, m2 is 0, and the tan theta will come -1. And we have seen the theta is going to be equal to 135 degrees. The explanation has already been given. Next is, by using the concept of slope, show that the points -2, -1, 4, 0, 3, 3 and -3, 2 are the vertices of a parallelogram. Now this only slope concept has to be used, and parallelogram have to be proved, and this is an NCERT question, so it will be important. Now this is A, B, C, D. This is our you can say quadrilateral. So A is -2, -1, B is 4, 0, C is 3, 3 and D is -3 and 2. So if AB, we'll try to find out the slope of AB, that is 0 -1 and 4 -2, then we'll find out the slope of BC. It's going to come -3, and AB was 1 by 6. The slope of CD or DC is going to be, that is 1 by 6. And now slope of AD, and what is going to be 2 minus 1 by -3 -2. So the slope, the solution I have given, the slope are the opposite sides have slopes equal. So these are opposite sides are parallel. When the opposite sides are parallel, that means this is a parallelogram. So this is a parallelogram. Now a quadrilateral has vertices 4, 1, 1, 7, -6, 0 and -1, -9. Show that the midpoints of the sides of a quadrilateral form a parallelogram. So there is a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral means 4 sides. Now this quadrilateral, the vertices are given of this quadrilateral. Now we are making another quadrilateral. Let me make the original quadrilateral. So this is the midpoint of the sides of the original quadrilateral. If we join the sides, the midpoints of the opposite sides or the sides, then the structure or the figure which will be formed, we have to prove it to be a parallelogram. So let us take this as 4, 1, A, and B as these all are given. B is 1, 7 and C is -6 and 0. ABCD you can take it any way you want, but it has to be in a cyclic manner. And this C will be -6, the concept will be -6, 0, and this is -1 and -9. Okay. Now first of all we have to find out the midpoint, then only we'll start for the next figure. So what is the midpoint? X1 plus x2 by 2 and y1 plus y2 by 2. So this is the different sides and the midpoints are given. Just add the x values, divide by 2, just add the y values and divide by 2. So the first one will be 5 by 2, 4, second will be -5 by 2 and 7 by 2. The third will be -7 by 2 and -9 by 2. So -7 by 2, -9 by 2, this is going to come. And this midpoint, you can call it as H, and this is going to be 3 by 2 and minus 4. So these are now the midpoints, and now these are the vertices of the another figure. So these are the vertex of quadrilateral which is formed in sine. Now we have to show that this is a parallelogram. So you can show it using the slope. Okay, take the slope of opposite sides and show it that the slopes are equal. Now there is another method. This is the one method. We have already seen this method, right? Now I have to tell you another method. First method is the opposite side slopes you find out, means all the slope you find and the opposite side slope will be equal. That is, EF slope will be equal to HG and EH slope will be equal to FG. So the slopes will be equal and will come, right? Slopes, this is the first way of solution or giving solution. Second solution is, in a parallelogram there is a speciality. The characteristic of a parallelogram says that if you make a diagonal, then these diagonals are going to intersect and they are going to bisect each other. That is, the midpoint of the diagonals are going to be same. So again we are going to take the midpoint only. So now you take the midpoint of EG and FH. EG and FH. So EG and FH, and if you see 3 by 2 minus 5 by 2, and this is going to be minus, this is ultimately minus half only, and this will be minus 4 by this minus 4 and 7 by 2 you are going to take, just add and divide by 2, it will be minus 1 by 4. I am saying that the calculation you will be able to do. I am just showing you that the midpoint is same. Midpoint for the diagonals are same, they are intersecting and they are bisecting each other. That is proving that this figure is actually a parallelogram. You can always do it using the opposite slope equality concept also. Okay, so this is how things will be done. So this is all about this exercise. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself.